Well, let's see. It's March 12th, and let's see. A little over a month will be April 15th. They call this tax season in the world of accounting, right? Well, many taxpayers, believe it or not, have yet to file their taxes this season. The reasons that people wait, well, it's everything from fear of having to owe money or maybe not having the right paperwork together, or just, hey, we're all busy. Maybe we just haven't had enough time to get our tax preparers information that we need to get to them. 57% of Americans say they've actually lost sleep or sacrificed free time on the weekend just so they could deal with tax preparation. My guest who is here with some options and some tips that might make this time a little less stressful for you. She is with H&R Block, and her name is Karen Orosco. Good morning, Karen. Welcome to WCTC. How are you?
Good morning. I'm well. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. When it comes to tax filing, Karen, there is a saying out there that says, good things come to those who wait. Is that rule apply in the world of filing income taxes?
Well, the best thing that you can do is start right now gathering up your documents and to help your tax preparation process go more smoothly. Give yourself plenty of time because if you miss tax documents, you can miss out on tax benefits that you're entitled to. If you need help with that, you should use a tax prep checklist like the one we have on hrblock.com just to make sure you have enough time to get every document together to give you the best outcome.
And the more time, I guess, you have to put something like this together, Karen, you get your documents from your employer, or if you're self-employed, you get your papers together or whatever. Once you've got all those documents, that's the time to get started because you'll have plenty of time to investigate the new tax rules and tax laws. And the more lead time you give yourself, the better potential outcome, I would think, for someone who is preparing to file taxes.
Yes, that's exactly right. Making sure that you allow that time and work with your tax professional to understand any additional documents that might give you more benefit.
Does technology help us at all, Karen, when it comes to filing income taxes?
It does. This year, H&R Block introduced Tax Pro Go, which is designed for clients who want the expertise of working with a tax professional and they want the convenience of not visiting a tax office. So starting at just $49, you can upload your tax documents and work with your tax professional through our secure online portal or by email or phone. You never have to leave your house, and you get all the benefits of working with a tax professional. So technology is really enabling a different experience this year for consumers.
Very cool. And here in New Jersey, Karen, we recently had a couple of months earlier this year and at the end of last year where it was a tax amnesty period where we allowed people who I guess had gone years and years without paying their state or filing their state income taxes were allowed to do so without penalties and some other things that would kind of go in when you're delinquent in your taxes. I guess it's a good program because we do it here every couple years. Do other states around the country offer something similar like this, Karen? And is there real benefits for the states to offer these amnesty periods?
States are getting more creative and encouraging consumers to file their returns and helping them do that. The most important thing that you can do is get started now, as you mentioned, and get your taxes filed by the April 15th deadline so you're not dependent on some sort of an amnesty period in case your state doesn't offer that.
Yeah, and if people are just simply not satisfied with the size of their refund, and I try to tell people, look, it's great when you get money back, but it's because you overpaid for an entire year. You want it to be as close to an even match as possible, Karen. That's the ideal situation for any taxpayer, I would think.
The size of the refund is really dependent on people's personal situation and what they prefer to have. Some people prefer to have a large refund. They use it as a savings vehicle or as vacation money. Other people want to get as close to flat and be break even at the end of tax season. So it's really dependent on the individual. What is important is that you can help control that outcome by the withholdings that you do with your employer. And so really updating your W-4 to help you get that exact outcome that you're seeking is an important thing to do. And doing it during tax time is even more beneficial because a lot of the information you need to do that is included on your tax return, which you've just completed. So it's a great time to really assess whether the outcome you're getting is consistent with what you want to happen.
Yeah, and you know it's going to happen the weekend before tax season. I think the 15th is a Monday this year. That weekend or the end of that week before, I'm sure at your offices across the country, Karen, you're going to have people walking in with boxes of receipts and boxes of documents, and they're like, okay, I'm here to file my taxes, and they drop a giant box on the desk and say, when will this be ready? You know that's going to happen, right?
Oh, every year, yes, it does.
Is the fact that April 15th in Washington, D.C., I don't know if people know, Washington, D.C. has a holiday called Emancipation Day that they mark every April 15th. Does that have an impact on getting the tax as to when the taxes are due to be filed?
It has in prior years. This year, the last day of tax season is Monday, April 15th.
Oh, it is. So there's no impact this year.
No, not this year.
Gotcha. Okay. And where can someone go online for more information about what we talked about today, Karen?
You can go to our website at hrblock.com, and you can also check out all the details of H&R Block Tax Pro Go on the website as well.
All right. I appreciate your time, and I'm sure you and your colleagues, it's nights, it's weekends, it's long days, it's dinner at the office, at least for the next month or so, right?
At 33 days to be exact.
Oh, who's counting?
Thank you so much for having me.
But who's counting? Thank you, Karen. I appreciate the time this morning.